Hi, how's it going there? My name is Chad. I'm from WonderSpark Puppets, and I'm here to present a puppet show to all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and thank you very much to Adam, for hosting me here on his amazing channel. I'm so happy to be here on this channel for all you guys. And by the way, thanks so much to everybody over here in chat. I think this is like a 6-second delay, but I'm going to try and answer your questions after the show. So, if you guys don't know us, WonderSpark Puppets, since the outbreak has happened, we're streaming every single Friday at 11 o'clock. Back to this. Woo! Different shows every single Friday at 11 Eastern Standard Time. We're also doing daily DIY puppetry workshops every single daily dang day. Come make a puppet. It's going to be a lot of fun. So today, I'm going to present to you guys Fox Fables. Let's see, who here has heard of Aesop's Fables? One in the chat if you've heard of Aesop's Fables before. Maybe, possibly. Well, Aesop's Fables are some of the oldest and most popular stories in the world. All right, some of these stories are over 3,000 years old. I know. And today I'm going to show you kind of like a little mashup of a few of my favorite Aesop's Fables with kind of like a Jewish twist. There was this amazing 11th century storyteller. His name is Rabbi Berechiah HaNaktan, and he we basically adapted his Aesop's Fables into the show. So, Fox Fables. Stars a fox. What color is a fox? Let's see, chat. What color is a fox, or can a fox be? Let's see if you could type your answers out. We definitely have white, right? Maybe colors of a fox's fur black. Definitely orange. Does a fox have two pointy ears? Ooh, yes. Does a fox have a long tail? Yes. And in our story today, the fox is going to lose his tail, and that's where the story begins. So, if you guys are ready, we're going to do a countdown from 10 all the way to 1, and then our show will begin. Let's see if we can do it, chat. You think so? All right, here we go. Okay. Everybody all together. 10, 9, hold on, 8, there we go, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, WonderSpark Puppets is proud to present Fox Fables. Once upon a time, there was a fox. This fox had a long and beautiful tail, and everywhere he went, he sang, I love my tail, I love my tail, I love my T-A-I-L, tail, 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 I love my T-A-I-L, tail. Now, one day, the fox fell into a hunter's trap, and he and his tail were separated. Ow! Oh man, am I okay? Let's see. Wallet, keys, cell phone, everything's there. Don't know what that was. Well, whatever. I'm okay. Wait. Wait, boys and girls, what is that? Wait, no, that can't be my tail, right? I mean, my tail's right here, see? Wait a minute, wait. I think that is my tail. No, I refuse to accept this. I'm just gonna get my tail and get some glue and glue that back onto my butt. Okay, all right, come here, tail. Get up. Wait a minute. I said, come here, tail. Get up. Wait a minute. I said, come here, tail. Hey, get over here. Hey, where are you going? Wait, where to go? Hey, get back here. Come on, don't run away. Hey, come on, get back to my dog. Why are you running away from me? Why are you chasing after me? I get over here. Where'd he go? Where is it? Have you seen my tail? Hey, get over here! Have you seen my tail, everyone? Wait a minute, behind me? Okay. Yeah, well, I don't see it! Wait! Hey, get over here! Get over here, tail! Yeah! Get over here, tail! Yeah! Bye-bye! Stop the music! Stop the music! No. Oh, my tail. It's gone forever. Oh. Hi, my name once again is Chad from WonderSpark Puppets. Thank you so much to Adam Krutinger for bringing me onto his channel today. If you want to check out more of our work, there's this site right down here. Check us out over at WonderSparkPuppets.com. That's right, we're doing Friday at 11 o'clock a different puppet show, and of course at 4 o'clock and every single day today, or this week, excuse me, we're doing a DIY puppetry workshop. You can support us by heading over to our support tab, and there's probably got a lot of options. You know, this puppet video library, super supporters, and we got merch too, yo. So, because this is a very special kind of stream, because this is on a puppet stream, we're going to answer some puppet related questions. So if anybody in chat has a question for this little Q&A, chat it, and I will do my best to answer your questions. So let's see. Nicholas says, wait, all the puppets were operated by you? Yes, that's right. You'll notice in the show that there's only 2 characters up at the same time. That's because I only have 2 hands. And if you're wondering, there are hand puppets. If you at home can do this with your hand, so take these 2 fingers, right? Your index and your middle, stick them together, whoop, like that's. This forms the puppet's neck and head. Okay, now take your thumb, whoop. This becomes one arm for the puppet, and then these 2 fingers together, if you can do that, that becomes the other arm, okay? So if you give your puppet a little round of applause, that's what that looks like. Okay, we're gonna head back into chat to see if there's any more questions. Let's see, did I write this show? Yes, I did write this show, actually. Like I mentioned before, we based the premise of the show, we took inspiration from 12th century Rabbi Berechiah HaNakdan, very famous French storyteller, who he loved fox tales and Aesop's fables, and he kind of mashed them up together in his sermons. So we kind of took inspiration from that, and you know, you always have to have rule of 3s, and because this is like a family entertainment, we had to talk about things like senses and anti-bullying, and you know, things that make the show great for kids and also like good for presenters too. Let's see. They were doing so many things on the opposite sides of the stage. Well, watch this. So, actually, I'll show you a little bit of behind the scenes. So, here I am behind the scenes. I'm going to remove this for 1 sec. I'm taking off the clamps from either side. And I'm going to remove the scrim. Hi. So, what you're seeing here is a black silk scrim that you can't see in when light is hitting it. But if you're inside, you can see out. So I'm able to see the puppets, and without the outbreak, I'll be able to see the audience too. So during the entire show, I'm standing up just like this, okay, inside this double wide booth. If I have one character over here and one character over here, I have to make sure to put my elbows out as far as possible so they have, it's hard to tell on camera, but so they have a straight spine, because you want your puppets to look straight and not like flopped, unless they're like investigating. So if I have one puppet, whoop, here's the fox, right? And he's looking over yonder. I can have another puppet over here, with my elbow right down there, because you want correct puppet posture, looking like that. That's right. Hey. So all the puppets, are you guys ready? I know, it's time to guess. So all the puppets have no legs, because they're just hand puppets. That's right. Looking a little behind the scenes there. and when you put they're all hanging upside down here. So I literally, they're held up by a little metal circle on a hook, and I take my hand, go into the puppet like so, and then bring it up, whoop, like that. And during the show, I'm making sure, because I'm looking out and watching my performance, I'm also looking at the bottom here at the playboard and making sure that the puppets aren't going up so that the illusion is not destroyed. Because puppetry, as we know, is an illusion. It's very similar to magic in that way. So no matter if the fox is walking over here or over here, I gotta make sure the bottom of my vision, my peripheral vision, that he's not going over the playboard. And occasionally you make a mistake, and like I think only puppeteers or other entertainers or performers will know, like, oh, I saw a little like a hand or a piece of the sleeve or something. It's always also why I'm wearing black. So let's see if I can grab my phone, whoa, and answer any more of your questions. Let's see. How'd you come up with the design of the puppets? The puppets were actually designed by a man named Matthew Rene up in Montreal, Quebec. I will enter his name into chat really quick, because you guys, he goes by Creaturiste, which I'm sure is French for creature or something like that. He's an amazing designer, and just search for that name, Creaturiste, with an E at the end, and you will find it. The process was, I told him exactly what we needed, what the characters were like. The wolf with an eye patch came from the process of figuring out that this show is about the 5 senses. So the wolf has his big bulbous nose and an eye patch to show that he's all about scent and he can't really see. So during the process of designing the puppets, I told him, what would be awesome if you give him an eye patch. And of course, me and Matthew are both dudes, and he's like, yo, righteous eye patch. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of like battle scars all over this eye patch. He definitely made him, like, one of his teeth is missing, if you can see it, is missing like a spot, like he's chipped it on something. He's definitely, when I told him the voice, I'm an aggressive warrior, that's right, but I love musicals and singing, You want to have some depth to your characters, so that's why I wanted this battle-hardened, fierce at first wolf that is also into musicals. Yeah! I know it's a little funny to see me doing the voice, but that's what's happening behind this scrim the whole show. So, I'm going to look more at your questions. Sorry if I didn't get yours. Let's see. Some of the puppets I did make the lion cub and the little fox, which is why they don't look as good as the others. But I wanted them to be small, and Matthew always makes big puppets, big heavy puppets that are beautiful. But I wanted tiny puppets to represent children. That's why little fox is the bully, like bully's the bigger fox, I wanted him to be very childlike, and the lion cub same way. Let's see. Somebody says, I don't get a 5 senses message at all. Awesome! Yeah! There's so many things, the theme of the show in the script, that we don't say. Because if you say the theme of your show out loud, if you say, Fox Fables, a story about loss and the 5 senses, it's like, if it's kind of like, you want the stuff in the background, right? Like, so there's a whole B story about anti-bullying. Anti-bullying is not at the forefront. It's the B story, or maybe even the C story. It's kind of hidden in the back. And same as about loss. Like, this show, like all Aesop's Fables, it's a metaphor. You can apply it to your life. So is it about losing? Is the tale someone that you lost in your life? Is it a romantic partner that left you? Is it, like your car that got towed and you never saw it again? I mean, there's something. The tale is a metaphor for losing something, and the fox does not get the tail at the end. In fact, he decides that he can be himself without that, like after that loss. But we don't spell it out. So if you didn't think like this is a show about the 5 senses, then it's all right because it's in there somewhere. Is it possible to make a puppet out of cardboard? Yes, absolutely. And a quick plug: if you come back to our Facebook page, WonderSparkPuppets.com, or excuse me, Facebook.com/WonderSparkPuppets at 4 p.m. today. I don't think we're doing one on a cardboard, but we have. Let's see. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. Somebody says that is a big lion. Yes, it is. We wanted the lion to be huge, but not so huge that it couldn't come up between the playboard and the scrim. Do I do all the voices live? Yes. In fact, if you're going to do a puppet show out there, I'd recommend do not pre-record your stuff. I'm sitting back here with an iPod speaker queuing up the music. That's why, like, when the lion came out, I had like a little issue because I had the fox puppet on my hand trying to hit the pause button and it doesn't always work. Let's see. Ooh, that wolf represents me. That's right. El Lobo, it's true. Let's see. What's the best material to make a puppet? You can actually literally make a puppet out of anything. My recommendation for you is to make it light and easy to move. That's why I'll show you. I'll show you the difference between the wolf and the lion cub, because this shows the difference between the two styles, the two designers. So the wolf, right? His arms are locked in place. Inside here is some fun foam. So he can clap very well, but he can't really wave his arm because the entire piece right here is just one huge piece, the arm piece. However, the lion cub, which I made, I wanted to be more flexible, more fluid, so he can wave. Like this arm can do whatever it wants, basically. And his whole body is way more fluid, right? The wolf is very static. He's good at pointing and clapping, and so I try to play up his movements to his strengths, the strengths of the design, right? Well, we never get to do a scene between the wolf and the lion cub. That was interesting. Let's see. I'm gonna do probably one more question and then send you guys on your way. Let's see. Thanks so much again to Adam. Can you make a 2D puppet? Yes, absolutely. A puppet can be anything. A puppet is like a third party in between the audience and the performer. So even this phone, as long as you give it life, right? Dancing, dancing, dance phone. Woo! And know where it's looking, and try and give it a brain. Try and communicate how it's feeling. Anything at all can be a puppet. Let's see, and I'm trying to look for one last bit in chat. Thanks so much for sticking around in chat. Can you buy these, or did you make them all? We did commission the designer to make them. But really, you can use anything to make a puppet. You can even use stuffed animals, whatever you have at home. Okay, I'm gonna come around to the other side so I can end the stream. Woo! Thank you so much again, everyone, for coming, and please do head over to our YouTube channel, our Facebook. All that information is here on our website, WonderSparkPuppets.com. Thank you again to Adam for leading the streaming revolution in the puppetry world, and we look forward to your next podcast. Okay, thanks so much again, guys, and have a great rest of your week.